Hello, YouTube. You know, okay. So this was a quick tournament at IHOP. Another IHOP K-Kona tournament. It was game 24 with a 5-second increment or something like that. Something like that. Okay. And before the game, I asked Daniel if he would play D4 so I could practice in that for quick chess. And so he did, which was nice. And then this happened. And then he played this move, which is a fine move, okay? It did surprise me a little bit because I hadn't looked at it yet. Dennis calls it the DOOF Attack because he likes it. He got to NM with it, apparently. It doesn't have a name, though, I don't think. That's why he called it the DOOF Attack. But it's an interesting move. Let me get my score sheet so we know how much time I was spending. Don't know where I put my score sheets. Okay, yeah, and I mean, I'm not going to be able to explain the point of the opening very well, but yay, thanks for the 5 gift subs. Oh, now I feel even worse for not saying your name, but I really feel like I'm going to say it wrong. I'm gonna, you know what, here's what we'll do. I'll put it in the, pronunciation, and then we'll just say it however it wants to say it.
Thong.
Is that right?
Thong.
But I don't want the American. Okay. Anyway, thanks for the subs. It's like, yeah, it's like a Trompowsky. It has those ideas, you know, like if I play knight f6, it kind of is a Trompowsky, except c4 had been played. So I mean, it was quick chess, so I was trying not to think too hard about this. I was trying not to overthink it. Apparently f6 is a good way to play against this. I don't know. I gotta analyze this shit, chess base, in case I ever played Dennis. But I played h6, which didn't really align with what I wanted to do. Yeah, f6 is the thing to do here, which looks kind of weird, but I mean, I assume you're like doing this or something. Like there's just places to put the knight. Theory. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to. The h6 I don't like because after knight c3 now, I wanted to be able to play queen b6. What the fuck? Like I was clicking the spacebar and that did something. So I want to be able to play queen b6 and attack both of these guys here, but my pawn would hang. But if the bishop were still on g5, he can't take because of queen a5 check, and if he goes back in that situation, his bishop hangs. So, like in this position, I think I can play queen b6. And maybe it's not good, but I realized h6 was probably just didn't make sense or something. So now I kind of have to protect my pawn somehow, you know. I don't know, I was just kind of conflicted. Knight f6 doesn't really align with h6 either. Like h6, you're kind of saying you want to play g5, but I kind of changed my mind about that. I was like, I don't know, that seems like too much to me. So I didn't like knight f6. Apparently it's fine, but I didn't like that it didn't align with I thought h6 just looked dumb. Because, okay, now he takes, the good thing is this is pretty solid over here. Like, I was able to get my king to g7 and be safe. But, yeah, this position, I was still in, like, kind of a bad mindset with h6. I was still annoyed that I had done that and then played knight f6. Like, there's just no point to that. So I was trying to justify it by saying, okay, I played h6, so I guess I'll play bishop f5 now. Because sometimes when you put the bishop on f5, you play h6 to have, like, I don't know, more squares for your bishop. But without a pawn on e6, does that really make any sense? I don't know. Maybe. I should probably just go bishop e6. You know, I'm fine here. This position's just, it's fine. But, you know, I was annoyed. So this happened, and this was one of my ideas, which is stupid. It's just stupid. But, hey man, I was just trying to have some fun. This is not a good game by me. So my thinking was, I don't know, he might have light score problems, so my queen might be good here. But yeah, after this move he's gonna be doing this, so I might as well take, I thought. And this move, yeah, this move, I thought he had to go back to b1 because I thought this was going to be pretty strong. But he just went here, and I was like, what the fuck, really? And then he just castled, which I was like, okay, I didn't really consider that. And now, like, why is this happening? So I have a terrible position now. At least this is defended by the queen now, so I can put the bishop on d6 rather than e7. I was looking on the bright side with that. But okay, Oh wait, no, I didn't lose this game. Hold on. I really should have. I put the result in wrong. I drew this shit, actually. How do I show that result? Is it 1/2? 1/2? Or is it 0.5? Okay, it's... Yeah, so now I sort of have to go back, because the big threat is this and then this, you know? So I have to defend my guy, and then he takes it. And he spent kind of a long time here. I was aware of this plan, but I think it's actually not good for him. Because, okay, G6 is forced here because I can't allow this to happen. I just can't allow it. So I have to play G6, but I was probably going to play G6 anyway, maybe. Maybe. So he breaks with e4, and it looks kind of scary because my king is still in the center. And if I just castle, he probably goes e5, so I don't want to do that. However, now I just go back to c6, and I keep an eye on this e5 square. And if he takes here, he's got this isolated pawn, and my king will be safe if he throws check in. So I'm actually totally fine here now. White does not have an advantage anymore. If anything, black might be better here. So my king is super safe. And his knight is kind of misplaced here. And I have a simple plan of just building up pressure on this pawn and then taking it and being up a pawn. And it's kind of hard to defend for him in the long run. So he plays this knight f1 move, which was a little strange to me, but I guess he's doing this. However, it doesn't defend the pawn. What about e5 after everything here? Or takes rook e1 is what you said? I think I have e4 there, so I guess you mean this. And I just go, okay, so this is happening. If I go king f, is your idea. If I castle, there's this. Okay, maybe I can castle queenside. Maybe that's not too ridiculous, because the check doesn't really do anything. Because yeah, okay, king f8 fails to this, and castles fails to this. So maybe castle's queenside or something. And then it's kind of flipped where I'm the one defending this pawn. I feel like it's my only option. And it also saves time putting a rook on d8. And I think my king might be pretty safe here, especially with this knight. It's very misplaced. Takes a long time for it to come help. But yeah, maybe this is what he should do. I didn't put that much thought into it in the quick chess, you know. But okay, I get my king on g7, safe now. And he goes knight e3. So if I take on d4, I guess I take with the knight. I don't know. Yeah, I just take with the knight. I don't know. I was thinking I had to take with the rook or something, and I didn't like that his rook was getting active. But if I just take with the knight, here, let's look at this. What if I can't really do this because there's that, so that's annoying. No, this is just good for me. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know. I was seeing this. I didn't really like this. I didn't like being in this, but now that I look at it, I think it's fine. I don't know. I hallucinated that he's getting his rook up to d7. I didn't like that. So if I take on d4, I'm like +2. But I wanted to, listen, I thought I could take on a2, and, this pawn is still weak, and I'll probably still win it. Okay? And after rook a1, I just go queen b3, and it's like, this looks pretty good, you know? And if he goes here, I just go a6, so that he wants to kick my knight out so he can take on a7, but I go a6, he still can't take because it's a pin, and that's about as far as I saw. But, now my queen's trapped, so yeah, I didn't see that. I did not see queen c3. Did not see that. Like, if this happens, then I think I'm just much better, and other than that, I didn't really see a move. But this is a move, so my queen's trapped. So I guess black to play and save this shit, because I drew this game. I wanna make that clear, that I drew this shit because of my top tier endgame technique. How much time did I spend on that? Yeah, we're both under 10 minutes at this point. Hold on. Sorry. I was not playing my husband, this is my brother, so. Okay, so the only real defense, like -4, is knight e7, as someone said, Fringe said. And the idea is, okay, I'm getting like 2 pawns for the queen. And in this position, I'm only -3. So, I'm still just lost. It would be maybe different if I could win this. Sorry. But, okay, you know, I'm really good at endgames, so I held this. So we have no time here, so that's probably why I held this. I went b5, missing rook takes a6. If he just plays that, it's probably resignable. But then he did this. I was pretty happy with that. And he goes h4. I keep moving forward And these moves didn't require a lot of thought. And yeah, now he's bringing his king in. I remember I had some crazy idea involved with this pawn, but I don't remember what it was. I don't think it was real. Yeah, my king is super safe. My rooks are active. So at this point, he would like to just bring king in and kick my rook out, and then take this pawn. Pretty easy. I can't really keep this pawn. I don't think I ever could. But it's time to start disrupting his nice pawn chain here, and maybe disturb the knight a little bit is what we're doing now. And just trying to create better winning chances, or drawing chances, I mean. And this does not work because of this. This is check. Also maybe this is good too. But I was, you know, baiting that. Obviously he saw that, so he just brought the king in. Then I played rook c7, which I think is a pretty fucking good move. I mean, like, it's fine, but you know, I just thought it was pretty accurate staying on the 7th rank, because if he gets his little rooks in there, then I will die. And if I trade the rooks, I don't have any way to cause trouble anymore. So, and if I just play rook d4, he's just gonna kick me off that square anyway. So I figured, what's the point of that? And he goes knight d5, and I pin that shit. He unpins it. If he lets my rooks in here, this way, it's starting to look bad for him. Not losing, but, you know, it's difficult. So he plays rook a2 to just keep my filthy rook out of there. And notice I can't do this because of this now. So he's effectively keeping my rook out. Although with my rook on the 7th rank, it's kind of hard for him to break through. So here I play g5, which is a really good move. My whole idea is I would just like to get rid of these pawns, because if I can get rid of these pawns, he's almost never gonna win unless something really weird happens. So he responds with h5, which is the best move. We weren't sure about it when it happened. I was happy to see it, because I could just I was having visions of getting behind that pawn and or making a pass pawn somehow. I was happy with that. So I go back to d7. I don't remember a lot of this was just time scramble nonsense. So I take on d3, and he plays this nasty f4 move, and this pawn is getting pretty hard to defend. So I play rook b5, and I was expecting king c4, and I was going to resign after king c4, because I have to just leave the file, and then he takes my pawn. Then he played this move, which was pretty shocking. He said he just didn't see that. But now, I don't know, like, that's just kind of a waste of a move. So I went rook b3, and my idea is that, okay, if he takes on f5, I play king f6, and I'm attacking the knight, and if the knight moves, I take the pawn, and it's getting increasingly difficult for him to keep his pawns. So, knight takes f5, and this does happen, I think. Might need Daniel to help reconstruct the game, because I was not keeping score at this point. Hold on. I have to really do my best here to reconstruct this shit. I think maybe I went here first, or something. Hold on. How the fuck did it happen? I'm just gonna set up the last position though, because I have no idea how it happened, but it's like, oops. It was something like this. Something like this happened somehow, in some way, and oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't know. This is not a top tier game analysis. It sucks, but it was so much fun in the moment that I got to this position. I have no idea how this would have, you know, happened from oh, not this. From this. Oh, was it? No, but I would be winning here, so I don't understand. Pretty sure it was this pawn. I don't know. Listen, there are better games to come, but the point is, I held this shit. That is the point. Alright, whatever. No one cares. Moving on.